So in this video, I do a full technical review for a player who's posted a clip in the Cricket Player Accelerator on the school community page. This is a school community cricket page that has access to over 100 cricket specific drills broken down shot by shot, and also gives you access to over 25 sessions that are pre-planned, ideal for players and parents who don't know how to improve in a specific area. So whether that is, a cover drive, on drive, cut shots, pull shots. There's also going to be additional videos around playing spin, playing seam, and also playing fast bowling. This is ideal for players who don't know what to train to get better, that provides specific progression through drills and sessions, along with a full feedback loop. This is where you post a video of yourself playing and doing the sessions. I give you advice and critique your technical form, and then give you things to work on. It's all personalized, individualized to each player that provides videos and joins the community. If this is of interest to you, please have a look at the description or have a look at my page and subscribe for more content like this. Hi, Anka. Thanks for posting this video. So I'm just going to go over a couple of the shots and then in slow motion, and I'll talk about the technical bits that I see from this, and then maybe something you can work on afterwards. So this is your stance. I would say you're maybe just a little bit too bent over. So if I draw a straight line from your left, your right eye down, you're sort of falling over just a tad. So a lot of your weight is going to go that way. You probably find this sort of happens when players want to play offside shots. So you're not setting up to play like the most dangerous ball, which is straight, which is, you know, what we want to look at setting up to do, right? So I would almost look to open this front foot just a tad. That allows your leg to bend more into this direction so that your upper body can be a bit straighter. So we can be more here with your head sort of over the middle part of your foot. So I would say you want to look at that. We want our weight, like our center of mass, going like a line through our body where we're on the ball of our foot. We don't want to be on our toes. If we're on our toes, we generally fall to the offside. If we're on our heels, we go to the leg side, and it becomes very difficult to beat. Another thing that's interesting with your initial movement is this here. Oh, so you do an initial step, and then you move to play the ball. So I don't know why you do this. It's something I'd probably ask you. Why are you making that initial movement? I would say it's redundant and a bit wasteful. If you're doing it, so I think this part here you do against spin, right? So against spin, we'd like to do a small press forward because then we can adjust based on the length to go back or forward in this position. And because you're so crouched as well, you're going to find it really difficult to move back and forward really comfortably. So you're going to struggle there already. When we're playing against seam, we want to be taller and then use our momentum / weight transfer into our front foot to play front foot shots. We don't want to already be crouched. Against spin, it's different. Against spin, we want to be more crouched. We want to be able to pick the line and the length a little bit quicker by having our eyes a little bit lower, so we can see if the ball goes above our eye line or lower than our eye line, and we can pick up the length just that fraction quicker. So that's why we get into this position. I'd almost say this is you're practicing against spin, but you haven't said that in the message. So I'm going to take this as if you're doing this against seam. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I would say this initial movement is a bit redundant and probably impacting you quite a lot. So I would look at just waiting a little bit longer and then moving into this position here where you're pushing to your front foot. Okay. So what I see with this as well is you're taking such a big stride because of that double movement that your head's not getting out over the ball. So you're actually playing the ball in front of your body, and you're not really decelerating the ball. So you probably find that you'll hit the ball in the air if it's a bit quicker. I know this is really slow, so it's hard to tell. It's a lot easier to hit as well. And there's just one other thing I wanted to look to go over. So when we're playing forward defensive, we want to look at our ankle opening, so our toe points down the path of the ball, our knee, shoulder, head going that way, with the back going up here. If we watch how your back goes, so we take that step across. So this again here, I would say you've stepped across to off stump. So if a bowler bowls quickly on middle and off, you're having to play around your front pad with an angled bat, and you're not going to be able to, well, you might struggle to hit the ball. And then again, with the bat face, it's almost like Marnus Labuschagne, right? Like he's coming from this direction to hit a ball that's coming. Let me just change the color, I think. Hang on. Let's get rid of those. So what I mean is your bat's coming around to get in line with a ball that's coming into a direction here. So what we'd prefer is the bat and hands to go up and back and then come through the line straight so that you have a lot more chance to meet the ball, whether you're early or late and also on time. If you're coming around the line to meet the ball in front of your head or your pad, you only have that instance of the width of the bat to do that. If you're slightly late, you could potentially hit the ball in the air. And if you're early, you will just miss the ball and you get out. Also, I'd say this left shoulder is probably the cause of it. We want the shoulder going that way and the hands to go up that way. So I would look at working on that when you get a chance. So if we watch your bat phrase from here, it does that. As you see, it comes around, so it flings around as opposed to going through the line of the ball. I might have an example. Give me a second. What I'll do is I'll just show you from the accelerator. So in here and classroom, playing in the V. So for defense, if you watch the way I play it here, so how I play it is, as you can see there, everything comes down the line of the bat goes up, and then I come through the line of the ball that way, whereas your bat goes that way, your left shoulder goes that way, your foot goes that way. So like it's just a bit all over the place. So when the ball gets quicker, that movement's going to become very difficult to play. So the ball comes towards me, bat goes up, bat comes through the line of the ball. So I want to present the bat face as long as possible through the whole line of the ball. That means if I'm early, late, or on time, like I have a much better chance of actually hitting the ball. Okay. Let's pick a different shot and we'll go over that. So similar, I'd say similar issues there. Let's have a look at, is there a shot? Or is it just for defense? Right, so let's have a look at this one. So this is what I mean by when your pad comes across the bat like this, you then end up having to play around this. This is a straight delivery, right? So these are like, I'd say these are like the stumps here from where you stood. So if we're setting up here, okay, maybe not. We say that's like off stump, middle stump, leg stump. This is a horrendous drawing, but you get the idea. Like, so you come across to off stump, ball is on middle and off, right? So impact is in front of middle and off. You're playing that with half a bat. So ideally, what I'd be looking at if I was coaching you in this session in particular, I'd be looking for you to play it in this vicinity here, so on drive. But you physically can't do that because your front foot has come right across your body, and then therefore the bat has to come around. So you've stepped across, impact here, the bat has to come around your front leg, your head's falling over to the offside. You're not pushing forward. So something that could potentially help you, again, from the accelerator, to go offside constraint. Right, so the goal for this is to open my front foot and have the bat come through the path of the line here of my body underneath my head while my head comes forward, and then I look to hit the ball into this area. with a straight-ish bat, depending on the line. If it's on middle and leg, I want to go straighter, but if it's outside leg, I want to go more to the leg side. So I'll just play this through. As you can see there, I've opened my front foot. I've not taken much of a step, which is absolutely fine for this leg flick because we want to get our head and hands outside of the body. And we push forward. So if you're watching this side, this angle, I'm pushing forward over my front foot all the way. All the weight is going into here, into here, into here. My weight's off of my back foot. My head's coming towards the line of the ball. And then I am striking the ball right underneath my head. The bat faces come all the way through my body with a full face. So if I'm early or late or on time, I have a much higher chance of hitting the ball. And then I close my wrists at the last second or just on impact and hit the ball into the leg side. As you can see there, the bat comes underneath my head. I can on drive that ball. I can flick it to straight mid wicket. I can flick it to like wider mid wicket. And then I can also go square as well because my hands and head are in front of my pad. So my pad is not in the way. And I'm not stepping across stumps, exposing that LBW. So if I was looking at coaching you, I would look at getting you to do that. So this is already, you're in a really wide position here with your shoulders. You've stepped across. You've got no separation with your shoulders, so you're not generating any power here. Your hands are all the way forward instead of going back and up. And then you're coming around the pad instead of through the pad and then hitting the ball to the leg side. So those are the things that I would look at if I was coaching with you to start off with. I'd get you stand up a bit taller. I would remove the initial step, wait a little bit longer for the throw down. I know it's slow, which is important. We don't want to double step because we're not going to do that against someone bowling 80 plus miles an hour. It's just not, you're not going to have that time unless you're practicing against spin, but you've not told me that. So I would look at pushing your head forward in front of your pad, hands going back, dropping the left shoulder into the pad. So something like the offside catches for the cover drive drill, they're quite good for this. Also like a pad away, getting used to one movement across to the offside. Try keeping that right shoulder back and your hands back and then up. Think about the cue I like is pointing the toe of the bat up to the sky, to the top of the net. And then a nice swing. And we want to swing through the body line, not across the body line with all of this. When you get into this position and then the ball's out here, it's really nice and easy. But when the ball is closer to off stump, you will really struggle with that bat coming around, the bat path coming around like that. Okay, I know you've broken your finger, so I hope that heals fast. Depending on which hand it is, you could potentially do some top hand drills, only working on some of the things we've just talked about. Maybe do some shadow batting, or if you've got a lighter bat or a plastic bat or something, you could potentially do the same. You don't necessarily need throwdowns for this. You could use a cone and sort of self-feed you can see in the drill library. All right, I hope that helps.